Quick texture paint tutorial. Here we go with a new file in Blender. And all we do is click on texture paint, the tab up at the top. You can see it turned our basic cube primitive pink. And that tells us that it's waiting to be assigned a color. And all we do is click over here on the plus sign and we'll assign a base color. You can give it whatever color you want. I'm going to assign it a bright green just so that it's very obvious. We'll click OK. And there we go. We've got a color. If we click on that, it should show up. There it goes. It shows up in the other window as well too. Now, when we draw, we're drawing with this white color. Where is that coming from? Well, that's down here. That's our brush settings. And if we click on that, we can change that brush to any color we like. We can select multiples, and each time we draw, it will draw with whatever color we've last assigned. You can also draw over here if you want to as well, or paint over here. And I should mention that the actual brush size, the radius and strength can be adjusted here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and when we zoom in, the apparent size is smaller, but it's still, the brush is still the same. It's just that the object is now closer. If we use either by dragging here or by using the square braces that's above the apostrophe on the keyboard, we can make it smaller, and the right square brace will make it larger. One last thing that we can do inside of here is go up to our viewport shading settings, and if you're not seeing the drawing, make sure that your viewport shading is set. You can also, actually, let's go back to layout here, and that's where it becomes important. There you go. If we set it to the final setting here, and we go back, and we're in the Eevee engine, so we're seeing this in basically real time if your graphics card can handle it. It might be a little bit slower if you're using cycles. You can see as I move around inside the 3D window, you can see that it does have to try to keep up. And that should be enough to get you started. Over and out.